Stop trying to grind for 8 hours straight. It's literally against your biology. You've been told that hustle means sitting at a desk until the job is done. But have you ever noticed that after about an hour, your brain starts to feel like mush? You start scrolling, you grab a snack, you stare at the wall. That's not laziness. That's a biological alarm clock. Today, for day 4 of Stuff I Bet You Didn't Know, I'm teaching you the ultradian rhythm. This is the secret to how the world's top performers get more done in 4 hours than most people do in 40. We treat our brains like computers. We think if we keep the power on, the processor stays fast. But your brain is a muscle. And more specifically, it's an organ governed by waves. Most of us live in a state of gray zone work. You're halfway working, halfway distracted. You're checking emails while trying to write a report. You're working for 8 hours, but only producing for 2. Why? Because you're fighting your ultradian cycles. In the 1950s, sleep researchers discovered that our bodies move through 90-minute cycles at night. But here's the kicker. We do the exact same thing during the day. Your brain can only maintain high-frequency focus for about 90 minutes before it runs out of chemical fuel. If you keep pushing past that 90-minute mark without a break, you enter ultradian stress. Your cortisol spikes, your logic drops, and you spend the next 3 hours doing fake work just to feel busy. Here is exactly what is happening inside your head. When you start a task, your brain begins pumping out dopamine and norepinephrine. You feel in the zone. This is the ascent of the wave. For about 90 minutes, your cognitive function is at its peak. You're solving problems, you're creative, you're fast, but then you hit the peak. Your brain has used up its immediate supply of glucose and ATP. It needs to flush out metabolic waste. This is the ultradian dip. Usually, this is when we make our biggest mistake. We feel the dip, the tiredness, the brain fog, and what do? We reach for a third cup of coffee. We force ourselves to power through. When you do that, you trigger the fight or flight response. You're now working on adrenaline, not focus. This is why you feel wired but tired. You're getting things done, but the quality is lower and you're burning out your nervous system. By 4 p.m., you're a zombie. The secret isn't working harder, it's working in pulses. If you learn to ride these 90-minute waves, you stop fighting your biology and start using it as a literal superpower. So, how do you actually do this? Here is the day 4 blueprint for pulse working. Step 1. The 90-minute sprint. Pick one, and only one, needle-moving task. Put your phone in another room. Close every tab except the ones you need. Set a timer for 90 minutes. Do not stop. Do not check your notifications. If you finish the task early, start the next one, but stay in the zone until that timer hits. Step 2. Recognize the signal. At the end of that 90 minutes, you will feel a shift. You'll get restless. You'll want to check Instagram. Listen to that. That is your brain saying, I'm empty. Step 3. The 20-minute tactical break. This is the part everyone gets wrong. A break is not checking your phone. Checking your phone is input. Your brain is already full of input. You need output or zero state. Go for a walk without headphones. Do some light stretching. Drink a full glass of water. Stare out a window. You need to let your brain's default mode network take over. This is where your subconscious organizes the work you just did. Step 4. Repeat only 3 or 4 times. You only have about 4 of these high-quality cycles per day. That's 6 hours of deep work. If you actually do 4 focused cycles, you will outproduce anyone working a distracted 12-hour day. Guaranteed. Part 5. The conclusion and CTA. 850 to 1,000 words. The most successful people in the world, the elite athletes, the top-tier CEOs, the master musicians, they don't work more than you. They work deeper than you. They understand that energy is a finite resource, not an infinite one. Stop measuring your success by how many hours you sat in a chair. Start measuring it by how many pulses you completed. If you try this tomorrow, I promise you, the 3 p.m. slump will disappear. You'll finish your day with more energy than when you started because you stopped redlining your engine. That's day 4. You didn't know your brain worked on a 90-minute timer, but now you do. What do you want to learn for day 5? Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and stop scrolling. Your 20-minute break starts now. Go!